Good afternoon. I hope everyone is having an amazing Wednesday. For those of y'all who are working still, hump day, I just wanted to come to you to give you a little recap because today's coffee break was amazing. Today we focused on coping with COVID, which we're all doing in one way or another. We did talk a little bit about the difference between negative coping strategies and positive coping strategies, but the most important thing that we took away from the conversation is that as long as people are not harming themselves or harming others, let them cope the way they want to cope. In other words, if it's your intention to create a new business plan or to write that book you've always been planning, that is awesome. But if your intention is just to binge watch Netflix or to snuggle up with Bae, that's awesome too. Don't let anybody shame you for not doing whatever they're doing to cope with this time. Because the reality is that this is a tough season for everybody. We're all quarantined in, we're all not sure about what's going to happen from day to day. So, whatever you're doing, provided that it's not something harmful. And if you are noticing that you're doing some things that are harming yourself or harming someone else, then I do challenge you to take advantages of some of the resources that I posted earlier, whether it's the crisis line or talking to a therapist that you might already be in contact with. But as long as you're safe and you're healthy and you're just doing you, that's okay. That is okay. I do want you to find something that you enjoy doing during this time to help you get through the stress of the season, but it could be anything. It could be coloring. It can be, like I said, just cuddled up with Bae watching Netflix. It could be Zoom parties. I've seen a lot of those lately, Zoom parties. It can be taking walks or exercise, or it can be creating that business plan, starting that blog that you've always wanted to do. Whatever it is, don't feel bad about it. Don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel like you have to pressure other people to do what you're doing. That's important too, because we're all in this season together. However, the way we cope is different, and that's okay. And the same token, make sure that you help your children find strategies to cope. As I mentioned in the coffee break, there's a great video out by LaKendra Baker, who is a counselor, well, therapist, and she gave some great coping strategies for kids. There's so many different resources out there. The important thing that I want to make sure that you understand is kids get stressed out just like we do. They get frustrated and they get angry as well. So they need an avenue to release that pressure, to release that stress, to help them to get through this season. So it might be, you might like Zoom parties. They might like a Zoom play date or a Zoom party with their classmates or their friends that they can't talk to right now. They might want to go outside and play. You might need to be their play date. You know, of course, we don't want you letting them interact and play with other kids in the neighborhood because that's unsafe. But you can go outside with them and run around and play tag and do those things in a safe 6 feet apart from other families environment. You can play hide and seek in the house. You can color with them. You can model how to cope through this time. You can do puzzles. There's so many things that you can do to model to them how to get through. They might love video games. Let them play their video games. As long as, of course, age appropriate, but let them play their video games. Let them Ask questions. I know they have a lot of questions. Why can't I go to school? What is COVID? Is it gonna get us, mommy? Like, they have a lot of questions. There's so many different cartoons that is explaining what COVID-19 is, that's explaining it on their level. So I encourage you to go to YouTube. YouTube is a great tool right now. A lot of people are putting a lot of information and resources out on YouTube. Watch it first. Even if it looks all nice and cute, it might not be something that you feel your child is ready for, but there's so many things out there for every age group. So watch it first. If you like it, watch it with them. Let them ask those questions. Let them get it out. Let them express themselves. They might want to do a service project to help somebody else. That's great too. Listen to them and help them figure out their coping strategies. The same way I'm going to encourage you to figure out your coping strategies. The important thing is that we're safe and that we're healthy and that we are understanding that even though this is a struggle, we see that there will be an end to this. And we want to come out on the other side with a strong mental state of being. We want to come out on the other side okay. All right. So that's my challenge for you today. I just wanted to recap because I feel that it was a very, very much needed conversation. I want to thank again everybody who tuned in with us on the coffee break. Remember, it's for everybody, whether you're at home on an extended vacation, due to being quarantined, whether you're working from home, whether you're in the process of transitioning to look for another job. This isn't that kind of party. It's not that kind of conversation where anybody is excluded. This is let's come together on Wednesdays at 10 and let's just talk about it. Let's just chat. Let's just be okay together. So until next week, I hope you all stay safe, stay healthy, and just love on each other. Bye.